February 16th, 2023, we're in Georgia. This aircraft is taking off from Dekalb-Peatree Airport, runway 21 right. And then they had engine trouble, student pilot and an instructor, and the instructor had to make a decision. Do they go straight or try to return to the airport? Now you can see they're banking left and they're trying to make their return to the airport. And then they come down hard. Luckily, they both survived. Thank you, Fox, for this footage. It was this aircraft, the Piper PA-28, a Archer 2, November 103 Alpha Victor, the tail number. And this is how it ended up. Firefighters are going to have to get on scene, check if there's any fuel spills. It was missing a wing, so I'm sure there was some fuel. No fire, and then get those two to the hospital to get further treated. They were flying out of this Centennial Aviation Academy. So a premier academy for adults and young aviators. And this is kind of how it ended up here. You can see the approach end of 3 right as they were trying to make their way back into the airport. And then this is kind of the look at from the top. So 21 right, they took off here. They're coming up. And if they had gone straight, what options did they have? There was, from the looks of it, not much. I mean, you got some roads, maybe you can try to chance it. You have a lot of trees, a lot of buildings, a lot of people, a lot of cars. So in that split decision, they decided to try to turn and go back to the airport. And it was the right decision because they did survive. So that's good. This is it here again. You can see it did break apart a little bit, and I'm sure they had some injuries, I would think. Definitely shaken up. So moving on, February 15th, we're in Florida and we have some cattle here. So the pilot had some GPS problems. Let's hear what he had to say.
I was coming in for a landing and they just seemed to run out in front of me. So and I tried to turn it and it wouldn't really turn. And then they just stood there looking at me.
So there's the pilot. You can see he's perfectly fine. He would have landed straight, but he tried to avoid the cattle. You can see he had a wide open field. He was having GPS problems. He thought he was going to go refuel, but the airport was nowhere to be found. So instead of trying to take a chance and find the airport with, he was running out of fuel, he said, you know what, I'm just going to land here in the open field. And you can see the tail number there, November Charlie 2419 Victor is what it looks like. Tail dragger trying to go from Port Lucie and come up here and then planned stop at Keystone Airport, and I guess around there is where he made the landing. And there's a similar aircraft to this one, a Cessna 140. Please like and subscribe if you like this content, as always. And then this is it upside down. Beautiful area. Glad the pilot was okay. Always good to have survivors on these crashes. And if you want to see more, you can always subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time.